Okay, guys, it's Teacher Anya, and we're going to do some more vocabulary today. Okay, so we're going to learn, I think, 5 new words. So we'll go over them together, and we'll have different examples of how to use them. And then we will talk about different examples. So we have a lot to do today. So let's look together at our weekly concept. So remember, what does concept mean? Do you remember? Yeah, concepts like idea, okay? So our weekly idea. So for this week, our weekly idea is meet your neighbors, okay? So we're gonna meet our neighbors. Do you know your neighbors? Have you met them before? The people that live next to you? Yeah, so you probably have, and you probably know their names, and maybe you even play with them. So our weekly concept, our weekly idea is thinking about things that we do when we meet our neighbors, okay? So we're gonna learn some new language, some new words to help us when we are talking about our neighbors, okay? All right, so let's keep going. So our essential question, so remember, what does essential mean? Yeah, essential means most important, okay? So our most important question is, who are your neighbors, okay? So who are the different people that are your neighbors, all right? So let's look here. So there's a lady here, and it looks like her neighbors. Okay, this might be her daughter, okay? And then this is probably her friend who lives next door. Okay, so right next to them. And then here we have, she has like a bread, so maybe they're going to a party together. We don't know yet. So her neighbors have a lot of interesting things going on, so we're going to meet them. Okay, all right, so what do we say when we meet our neighbor? We say, hello, neighbor. Okay, so hello, neighbor. All right, so we want to be friendly to our neighbor because they are in our community. So remember, our community, that's a word we learned last time about people, the place where we live and work and play is our community, okay? All right, sweet. So let's keep going. So talk about it. What do good neighbors do? So what are some examples of some things that neighbors can do if they are good? Okay, what are some examples of what your neighbor would do if they were a good neighbor? Okay, so yeah, so they might help you, right? So maybe they would help you if your house, if there was something wrong with your house, your neighbor might come over and help you. Okay, so that might be something that your neighbor would do. What else would a good neighbor do? Would they play with you if they were a kid? Yeah, they would probably play with you and definitely be your friend, right? So there's a lot of things that good neighbors would do together, okay? All right, let's keep going. All right, this is our first word. I'm going to write for you how to say it. Oh my gosh, Teacher Anya's making so many mistakes. Okay, so this word is made of a bunch of little words, okay? So we say this word in English as appreciate. Appreciate. Okay, so appreciate. Appreciate, okay? Appreciate means to value something. So when you really find something very important, you appreciate it. So you can appreciate all kinds of different things. You can appreciate your family, okay, because you find your family very important. So what are some other things that you appreciate? Yeah, probably your friends. Okay, so maybe you appreciate your friends. Okay, and who else might you appreciate, or what else might you appreciate? Yeah, maybe you appreciate all the nice things that you have, right? So all the nice things you have in your life, okay? Your toys, your school, all your clothes. Okay, so maybe you appreciate your teachers. Okay, so these are all things that we can appreciate, that we value, okay? Our pets are another thing that we appreciate. So these are all things that we can appreciate together, okay? So we value them. They are important to us, all right? So that's how we use this word appreciate. So now I'm going to erase all these words. Our family, our pets, our friends, our teachers, nice things that we have. We appreciate them. Appreciate. Okay? Nice job on this word. All right, let's go down to the next word. Okay, cultures. This is a very important word, okay? Okay, so this is how we say this word, cultures, okay? So in this case, the C has the k sound, like cat, okay? Hard C, so cultures, cultures. Okay, a culture is all of the special things that make a place different from another place, okay? So your culture, okay, so let's take Chinese culture as an example. So for Chinese culture, we have, okay, Chinese music, right? Food, okay, maybe our festivals, right? Like we just had Dragon Boat Festival, okay? So that's a Chinese cultural festival, okay? You only celebrate Dragon Boat Festival in China. We don't celebrate it here in the United States, right? So music, food, festivals, okay, our language, okay? So in China, we speak Chinese for the most part. Some people speak English. We might speak Cantonese if we live in Hong Kong. So there are different languages. So all of these things together, our language, our food, our music, the way that we dress, okay, our traditional clothing, these all together are what we call our culture, okay? So when someone talks about the Chinese culture or the American culture, they're talking about all of these different things that make us who we are, that make us special, okay? So there's all different kinds of things that we can do when we're talking about the word culture or cultures, okay? But you use this k sound, okay? Cultures. All right, awesome, good job. Okay, let's go on to the next word. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. This word's really easy to say. Okay, so we say this word prefer, prefer. Okay, prefer. Prefer means to like something more than something else. So you might prefer math to English class, okay? So to prefer something is to like something more, okay? So I prefer English to math. I don't like math, okay? So you might prefer, dumplings to sandwiches. Okay, because you may not like sandwiches, you might like dumplings better, okay? Or maybe you like sandwiches better, or you might prefer cake to cookies. You like cake better, okay? So to prefer is to like something better, okay? So I like living in China. I prefer to live in China because China is very cool. China has very cool culture, okay? So to prefer is to like something more, okay? All right, cool. This is very easy. Okay, let's get our spotlight. Okay, proud, proud. Okay, I'll write out how to say this, but it's pretty easy to say. Okay, proud. So just pretend there's like a W inside of the word, okay? So proud. Okay, proud means that you are very happy about something that you achieved, okay? So let's say you got an A on your English test. So we would say, I am proud of my grades, okay? Or I am proud of my hard work, okay? So proud means that something that you do, you are very happy about, okay? So you might be proud, for example, that you speak English really well, right? Because you study really hard. Or you might be proud that you are Chinese, right? You might like the fact that you're Chinese. Or you might be proud of your grades in school because you're doing really good and you study a lot. So there are different ways that we can be proud of things, okay? So I'm proud of my grades. I'm proud of my school. I'm proud of my mom and dad because they love me and support me and want me to do well in life. Okay, so there are different things where we can be proud of ourselves or proud of someone else. Okay. Okay, I think this is our last word. So this word is pretty easy to say even though it's long. Okay, tradition. Tradition. Okay, let's say it together. Tradition. Okay, tradition is something that we do regularly. Okay, so for example, every year for Spring Festival, you may go to your grandmother's house. That's a tradition. You do this special thing every year. Okay, so a tradition is something, okay, a special thing that your family, that's not going to work. Okay, a special thing that your family, oh yes, let's move it up here, that your family does. Okay, so it's a special thing that your family does, or it's a special thing that your culture does. Okay, so for example, Chinese tradition. Okay, so there's all different kinds of things that we do, all the different things that we celebrate, the different holidays, what we do during those holidays, right? So maybe we eat moon cakes during Mid-Autumn Festival, right? Or we go to see our family during Spring Festival. These are traditions. These are things that we do that mean a lot to us, okay? So your family might have tradition that they do just every day, right? So it might be tradition that your dad takes you to school every day. So even these very small things, if we do them again and again and again and again, they can be tradition, okay? Something that we do all the time that means a lot to us, okay? So that's how we say this word, tradition, okay? So let's go back up together and we'll review. So we have tradition, which is something that we do together. Proud, okay? So do you remember what proud means? Proud means that we are very excited or happy about something that we did, okay, that we tried and we accomplished, okay, we're proud of it. Okay, to prefer means to like something more than something else. So I prefer English to math. I prefer dumplings to sandwiches, okay? I like dumplings better than sandwiches. I prefer them, okay? Okay, cultures. Cultures is our special things that make where we live unique and interesting. So our music, our food, the way that we dress, our language, how we speak, all these things are part of our culture. Okay. All right, and then our last word, appreciate. Appreciate. So appreciate again means to really like something about someone else, okay? So I appreciate Chinese culture, or I appreciate my friend when she helps me, or I appreciate my mom and dad for loving me, okay? So appreciate means I hold something very close and it's very special to me, okay? I appreciate it. All right, cool. We are done with our words. You've done a very good job. These words are not hard to say this week, so you should be able, with some practice, to get them really good. And we're going to use them later on in our lessons this week when we talk about our neighbors, okay? So I will see you next time, and we'll use our new vocabulary, and we'll talk about our new things when we have our next lesson together, okay? You did very good today, and I will see you next week, okay? Nice job. We're going to do a lot of reading this week, so get ready, and I'll see you soon, okay? Bye-bye.